Heather Levia works at a McDonald's in New York, and recently a group of firefighters came in after they fought a fire at a home. Now, she noticed that they were hungry and they were tired, so she wanted to do a kind thing and pay for their bill. The firefighters ran up a bill of $83, and she paid for it out of pocket. After that, another group of firefighters came in, and she wanted to pay for their meal as well. And the reason why she wanted to do that is because they have police officers coming in regularly, and the restaurant will usually take care of their tab. Now, in this case, she was wondering whether or not her boss would go ahead and pay for her. So she called her boss, and he straight out said no. She then called corporate, and of course, corporate said no. So she and her coworkers got together, and they decided to get together and pay the bill for the firefighters, the second group.
Good for them.
Very sweet, right?
Yeah, great.
Now,
I'm sure that this story is going to end well.
Right.
Like, even when you were explaining it, when we were preparing this story earlier in the day, I was like, oh boy, this isn't going to end well.
Right.
Okay.
Well, here's where it gets a little shady. So they pay the bill, and the firefighters find out that it wasn't actually the owner of the restaurant, it was the employees that paid for it, and they were upset. So according to the report, when the firefighters heard that Heather had paid the bill, they called her boss and complained because they thought the restaurant had made Levia feel obligated to pay for their meals. Okay. So at that point, she gets called in to work the following day, and she immediately gets fired.
Of course. No good deed goes unpunished. And the minute you started the story with an employee did something nice, I was like, fired. Okay, of course they're going to be fired. Because there is no soul within the corporate machine. You got
to be a dick.
Yeah.
You got to be a dick to survive. It's like House of Cards, right? The more ruthless you are, the higher you climb on that ladder.
Even at McDonald's. Yeah. When you're trying to say, hey, listen, thanks for saving people they're saving people's lives and I'm fired. No, sorry, you got to go.
So the owner of the restaurant was questioned about this, and he claims that she got fired because she was cursing. But she says that she was not cursing. Levia says, I did say this is freaking ridiculous, but it was not implied to anybody.
Yeah, the freaking is not a curse.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's not why you fired her. You fired her because you thought she made you look bad because the fireman got pissed that you weren't, you were having her pay for it because you wouldn't pony up, right? Mm-hmm. And so, you know what makes you look really bad? Firing her.
Yeah.
That's what makes you look bad.
This was a really bad PR move on your part, definitely.
Yeah. Look, I know. The machine must be fed, and you must squeeze every single cent of profits. It is your fiduciary responsibility and all that, right? But sometimes you have to be a human being. And furthermore, if you're worried, like, they have these huge marketing budgets at McDonald's, et cetera. I know this is just an affiliate. By the way, they went beyond the boss, right? And they asked McDonald's headquarters, and they didn't want to pay either, right? So this would help your marketing, and it would be a cheap way to do it if you just, $80, it's not that much. Instead, you get terrible PR out of it because you can't have a soul for a split second.
I know, it's incredible. By the way, $83 at McDonald's. Like, they went to work. No value meal for them or value menu for them. They want like
the good
stuff. They were
hungry firemen. God bless their hearts. Okay, look, and some people say, hey, listen, she went too far. She put the management in a tight spot there. Like, if they say no, they look bad. But then you can't be giving away free meals all the time, yada, yada.
You pull her aside and you tell her, hey, you know what? It happened this time. Let's not do this again because it puts us in a tight spot. Like, they always go to the nuclear option. By the way, she had worked at that McDonald's for 8 years.
Yeah. God, that's what I'm saying, man. Can't you be a human for 1 second? So if you're a decent boss, what you say is, hey, listen, your heart was in the right place. I'm going to take $80 and put it and give it to you out of my own pocket. Forget the affiliate or McDonald's or anything, okay? But look, if we do it for these firemen, then we're going to have to do it with other firemen. And then why not the nurses? They do a good job, too.
Yeah,
and,
we can't be picking and choosing.
So
we can't pick winners and losers, okay?
Then, the Wall Street bankers, they're moving money around in a way that really helps the economy. Okay, so there was a much better way to handle this.
But I should jump in and say that this might have worked out best for her because it turns out that now she's getting a bunch of offers from other companies. So a bunch of other people want to hire her, and you know what? Maybe you want to work for someone better. So,
all right, excellent.